India's Chief of Defence Staff will soon submit the final Integrated Theatre Command Roadmap to Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, after which it will be placed before the Cabinet Committee on Security for approval. India has retained its position as the world's third strongest air power for the fifth consecutive year in the World Directory of Modern Military Aircraft's 2026 Global Air Powers ranking, behind only the United States and Russia, which has drawn criticism from Chinese defense commentators. Gujarat-based Svaayatt Systems has unveiled the SGV-500 rugged tracked unmanned ground vehicle that is equipped with a 360-degree sensor suite and modular payload architecture to support reconnaissance, surveillance, logistics and border security. The Ministry of Defence will invite private Indian firms to manufacture the Pralay tactical ballistic missile, and this additional production capacity would help meet large domestic requirements for the Indian rocket force, and will also prepare India to export variant capped at 300 km to friendly countries seeking a mobile conventional precision strike missile like Armenia. US President Donald Trump has announced plans to allow Turkey to rejoin the F-35 program and also supply General Electric F-110 engines for Turkey's KAAN fighter jet. The development is also significant for India, as Turkey and Pakistan are collaborating on the KAAN fifth-generation fighter, raising concerns that any major enhancement in Turkey's aerospace capabilities could indirectly strengthen Pakistan's future military aviation ecosystem. France has successfully integrated 68mm laser-guided rockets onto the Rafale fighter jet, providing the French Air Force with a cheaper weapon for destroying hostile UAVs. Dassault Aviation and French firm Harmattan AI have successfully demonstrated a collaborative mission between a Rafale F-4 fighter jet and a drone equipped with electronic warfare payload. During the flight, the drone detected, identified and precisely geolocated an enemy radar from several dozen kilometers away, before transmitting the target coordinates to the Rafale aircraft, which simulated a strike on the enemy radar system. A General Electric team arrived in India recently, and they have rectified the minor technical issue that was identified by Hindustan Aeronautics during post-delivery inspections of the 6th F-404 engine. Following stringent verification tests by Hindustan Aeronautics, the engine has now been declared fully operational. The Aeronautical Development Agency has issued a tender to design, develop and supply an angular gearbox for the AMCA's leading-edge flap that is critical for flight handling, stealth alignment and the aircraft's advanced electric flight control architecture, marking another small but important step in India's fifth-generation fighter program. Following the completion of key developmental trials, DRDO's Mach 10 speed 1,500 km long-range hypersonic anti-ship missile has entered series production. Officials have said that the long-range hypersonic anti-ship missile will be significantly cheaper than BrahMos missile, allowing India to build and deploy much larger inventories. Interestingly, the program is also attracting interest from several Indo-Pacific countries, with a substantially shorter range export variant currently being planned. India's Agni-6 ICBM is drawing sustained concern in Pakistan, not only because of its speculated 10,000 km plus range, but also its possible MRF warheads, penetration aids, canisterized mobility and enhanced accuracy. Pakistani analysts fear these capabilities could overwhelm missile defenses, strengthen India's second strike capability, challenging Pakistan's full-spectrum deterrence doctrine. Pakistan-linked think tanks are also attempting to internationalize the Agni-6 program by stressing that it could potentially reach targets across Europe and parts of the United States, by presenting the missile as a system with possible global strike implications. Today's top 3 comments.